You've been underestimated your whole life, haven't you? People look at you and see what they want to see. Someone quiet, someone soft, someone they can dismiss or push around. They don't realize they're staring at a force of nature, a spark waiting to ignite. The ones who get overlooked the most are the ones who end up rewriting the rules, flipping the game upside down when no one's ready for it. That's you. That's your power. And it starts with the moment your spirit wakes up, the first time you feel that fire inside, undeniable and alive. This isn't some vague, dreamy feeling. It's raw. It's real. Science backs this up. Your brain rewires itself when you step into awareness. Neuroplasticity kicks in, forging new pathways as you start seeing the world for what it is, not what they told you it should be. Spiritually, it's like a signal breaking through static, a frequency shift that pulls you out of the noise and into clarity. You're not imagining it. That shiver down your spine, that sudden knowing in your gut, that's your soul screaming, I'm here, and I'm not waiting anymore. Have you felt it yet? That moment when the fog lifts, and you realize you're not the weak link they thought you were? Let's get practical. You want to know if you're one of the chosen? Look at yourself, really look. Start with how you move through the world. Do you smile when they underestimate you? Do you stay quiet while they assume they've got you figured out? That's not weakness. That's strategy. Observe your patterns. Notice how you hold back, not out of fear, but because you're waiting for the right moment. Write it down if you have to. Track the times you've surprised yourself, when you've acted with a strength you didn't even know you had. That's your spirit waking up, showing you the traits that set you apart. You're not loud about it. You don't need to be. The power's in the silence, in the way you let them misjudge you until it's too late. Now feel that shift inside. You've been misjudged, overlooked, played with like a pawn in someone else's game. Stings, doesn't it? That ache when they laugh or brush you off, thinking you're nothing. But here's the truth. That pain is fuel. Every time they doubted you, it built something stronger. You're not broken by it, you're forged by it. The moment you stop fighting their perception and start owning your reality, everything changes. You go from why me to watch me. It's not about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. Can you feel that switch flipping? That's the awakening. That's when you stop apologizing for who you are and start standing in it. Here's how you claim it step by step. First, stop hiding. You've been dimming your light to fit their expectations. Cut that out. Stand tall, even if it's just in front of the mirror for now. Second, listen to your instincts. That voice telling you there's more to you than this is not lying. Trust it. Third, test your strength. Say no when you mean it. Walk away when it's time. Watch how the world reacts when you stop playing small. They'll flinch because they're not used to it. Finally, own the fact that you're different. You're not here to blend in. You're here to break the mold. These aren't fluffy suggestions. They're orders from your higher self. Follow them. You've been moving quietly, haven't you? Smiling while they assume you're harmless. That's your edge. Science calls it the power of observation. Your brain's been clocking every move, every flaw in their game, even when you didn't realize it. Spiritually, it's your soul aligning with its mission, gathering energy for the strike. When the time comes, and it will, you don't just react. You unleash. They'll never see it coming because they never saw you. The ones who change everything don't scream about it beforehand. They wait. They watch. Then they move with a force that rewrites the story. That's your awakening moment. That's when you know you're chosen. You're in the thick of it now, aren't you? They're testing you, pushing your patience, crossing lines, taking advantage like they've got you all figured out. They think you're soft, a pushover, someone they can step on without a fight. Let them think that. Let them smirk and strut, convinced they've got the upper hand. You're not here to react like they expect. You're here to endure, to outlast, to turn their arrogance into your strength. This is your battlefield, chosen one, and the war isn't won by swinging wildly. It's won by waiting for the exact moment to strike. Feel that tension boiling inside? That's not weakness. That's power under pressure. Science shows your brain's amygdala lights up when boundaries get crossed. It's your fight or flight kicking in. But you don't run and you don't lash out. You channel it. Spiritually, this is your soul forging steel in the fire of their disrespect. Every time they overstep, they're handing you a weapon: patience. Not the passive kind, no. This is the patience of a predator, eyes locked on prey, waiting for the kill shot. Have you noticed how they get bolder the longer you stay calm? Good. Let them dig their own grave. Here's the truth. They don't understand you, and that's your advantage. In a world that doesn't get it, where they mistake your kindness for a free pass, you don't bend. You don't explain yourself to people too blind to see. You hold your ground. Start by knowing your worth. Write it down if you have to. I am not their doormat. I am not their toy. Say it until it sinks into your bones. Then watch them. Study their moves. They'll overreach, they always do. Their egos can't help it. When they push too far, you don't scream or beg, you wait. That silence? It's louder than their noise. It's your shield, your signal that you're still in control. Now, let's get real about the moment they think they've won. They'll gloat, won't they? Smirk in your face, talk behind your back, act like you're nothing. Let them. That's when you feel it, the shift. Their arrogance becomes a weight they can't carry. Science calls it cognitive dissonance. Their reality cracks when you don't break. Spiritually, it's the universe aligning, tipping the scales back to you. You've been storing energy, soaking up every slight, every jab. That's not defeat, it's ammunition. Ever felt that rush when you see their confidence falter? That's your cue. You're not just surviving their games, you're rewriting the rules. So how do you turn this into a lesson, not just for you, but for them? First, pick your moment. Not when you're mad, that's too soon. Wait until they're so sure of themselves they stop watching you. Second, act with precision. Don't waste energy on petty revenge. Make it count. Say what needs saying, do what needs doing, sharp, clear, undeniable. Third, step back. Let them unravel. They'll trip over their own pride, and you won't need to lift a finger. Finally, learn from it. Ask yourself, what did this teach me about my strength? Write it down. Own it. This isn't just a reaction. It's a masterclass in who you are. You're not here to be understood by everyone. Get that straight. Some will never see you coming, and that's fine. Your identity as a chosen one doesn't need their approval. It's forged in these moments when they push and you don't break. Picture this. They're laughing, thinking they've got you cornered, and you're standing there steady, knowing the tide's about to turn. That's power. That's your spirit rising, saying, I've been underestimated before, and I always come out on top. Hold that image. Live it. You're not waiting for permission. You're waiting for the perfect strike. They'll crumble, not because you forced it, but because they built their victory on sand. You've seen it before, haven't you? The loud ones, the boundary crossers, the manipulators, they thrive on your reaction. Starve them of it. Let them think they're winning until the moment they're not. Science backs this. Delayed gratification strengthens your prefrontal cortex, the part that plans and prevails. Spiritually, it's your higher self guiding you. Hold fast. The lesson's coming. When it hits, it's not chaos, it's clarity. You didn't just dodge their mess. You turned it into your triumph. Take this into your hands now. Next time they test you, breathe deep. Feel your roots dig in. Tell yourself, I'm not moving until I'm ready. Watch their impatience grow while yours sharpens. Then, when the moment's ripe, not a second before, step forward. Speak your truth. Set your boundary. Walk away if you have to. Make it clean, make it final. They'll feel the shift, even if they don't admit it. That's when you know you're not just reacting to their game, you're teaching them yours. This is your path, chosen one. Break the obstacles. Claim the lesson. Rise. You're not just watching the world go by, you're decoding it. Every glance, every word, every misstep around you is data streaming in, downloading straight from a higher dimension into your core. This isn't random. This is you, chosen one, tapping into the unseen grid of energy and information that hums beneath the surface of everything. They think you're passive, sitting there too quiet, too nice. They're wrong. You're learning. You're calculating. You're preparing to see every move, every flaw, every weakness before they even know they've made them. This is your high-dimensional connection waking up, and it's a weapon sharper than anything they'll ever wield. Let's break it down. When you sit still and observe, your brain's doing more than processing, it's syncing. Science calls it the default mode network, that quiet hum in your mind when you're not distracted, piecing together patterns others miss. Spiritually, it's your soul plugging into the cosmic mainframe, pulling down insights that don't come with words, just knowing. You've felt it, haven't you? That sudden flash when you predict what they'll do next, when you sense the crack in their armor before they show it. That's not luck. That's you receiving. The question is, are you ready to trust it? Here's the catch. Sometimes your mind plays tricks. That high-vibe download can get tangled in your own projections, your fears, your doubts. So how do you tell the real signal from the noise? Start with your body. True high-dimensional info hits different. It's calm, steady, like a rock in a storm. Your gut doesn't twist. It settles. Self-projection, that's jittery, loud, looping over the same old stories you tell yourself. Next, test it. If it's real, it proves itself. Watch how events unfold and match your hunch. If it's just your ego talking, it falls apart fast. You're not guessing here. You're training yourself to filter the truth. Get good at this because the stakes are high. Now picture this. They're chattering away, thinking you're too soft, too agreeable, while you're 3 steps ahead the whole damn time. You don't need to shout it. You don't need their applause. You move in silence because you know the best response isn't the loudest. It's the one that works. Feel that power simmering inside? That's real strength, not the flashy kind they crave. Science backs this. Quiet focus boosts your prefrontal cortex, sharpening your decisions while they waste energy on noise. Spiritually, it's your higher self whispering, stay low, strike true. Ever notice how they flinch when you finally act? That's because they never saw you coming. So how do you sharpen this connection? First, carve out silence. 5 minutes a day, no distractions. Just you and your breath. Let the static fade. Ask, what do I need to see? Don't force an answer. Let it rise. Second, watch with intent. Pick one person, one situation, and study it like a hawk. Every gesture, every pause. Write down what you notice, then check it later. You'll be stunned how much you catch. Third, feel the download. When that knowing hits, don't brush it off. Lean in. Where does it point you? What does it reveal? Finally, act on it. Small moves first. Test the waters, build your trust. This isn't theory. It's your playbook. They'll keep underestimating you, and that's fine. Let them think you're harmless while you're mapping their every step. The person they thought was too nice? That's the one who's already seen their next mistake. You don't need to prove it to them yet. Save that energy. Science shows anticipation beats reaction every time. Your brain's wired to win when you plan ahead. Spiritually, this is your mission aligning. You're not just here to survive their games, you're here to outmaneuver them. Ever felt that quiet thrill when you know you've got the upper hand? That's your signal. You're locked in. Here's where it gets raw. This connection isn't passive. It's active, alive, demanding you step up. You're not just receiving, you're interpreting, turning raw data into razor-sharp insight. Start asking harder questions. What's their weakness? Where's the flaw in their plan? Don't settle for surface answers, dig. Cross-check what you sense with what you see. If they're cocky, they'll slip. If they're careless, they'll show it. Your job is to catch it, catalog it, and wait. When the moment comes, you won't just react, you'll dismantle their whole game with one move. That's the lesson they'll learn too late. You've got to own this now. Stop doubting the signals. Stop second-guessing the quiet power building inside you. Next time you're in the thick of it, people talking over you, dismissing you, pause, breathe. Feel that current running through you, the one that sees what they can't. Tell yourself, I'm not here to play small. I'm here to see it all. Then watch, learn, calculate. They'll think you're just sitting there, but you're light years ahead. This is your high-dimensional edge, chosen one. Wield it. Let it guide you. The ones who overlooked you, they're about to find out what you've been building all along. You've been watching them, haven't you? Seeing the cracks in their masks, the way they swagger through life assuming you're no threat. They reveal their true intentions, every snide remark, every careless move, because they think you're too small to matter. That's their mistake, chosen one, and it's your opening. You're not just reacting to their game. You're 3 steps ahead the entire time, weaving their arrogance into the threads of your victory. This is your mission unfolding, using their underestimation as the sharpest tool in your arsenal to carve out a new era. Let's cut to the chase. They show their cards too early because they don't respect you enough to play smart. Science proves this. Overconfidence blinds people, dulling their prefrontal cortex while you stay sharp, plotting every move. Spiritually, it's the universe handing you a gift. Their ego is your leverage. So how do you turn this into action? First, stay quiet when they overstep. Don't flinch, don't argue. Let them think they've won. Second, catalog it. Every word, every slip, write it down if you need to. Third, wait. Not out of weakness, but precision. When they're smug and sloppy, that's when you strike calm, clear, unstoppable. Ever felt that surge when you catch them off guard? That's your power igniting. Being underestimated isn't a burden. It's a weapon in itself. You don't need to roar to be dangerous. The loud ones do that because they're desperate for fear to prop them up. You thrive in the shadows they ignore. Here's how you wield it. Let them assume you're soft. Smile when they jab. Nod when they boast. They'll get comfortable, sloppy, thinking they don't need to be careful around you. Then, when the moment's ripe, not a second too soon, hit them with a truth they can't dodge. Maybe it's a boundary they didn't expect, a decision that flips their world, or a move so calculated they're left scrambling. You're not proving a point, you're reshaping reality. Now, let's talk balance. This path isn't easy. Your blood boils when they cross you, your chest tightens when they laugh. That's human. But you're more than that. You're chosen. To keep steady, anchor yourself. Breathe deep when the anger spikes. Science shows it resets your nervous system, keeping your mind clear. Spiritually, call it grounding. Picture roots sinking into the earth, holding you firm while their chaos swirls. Ask yourself, does this matter enough to strike now? If not, let it pass. Save your energy for what counts. Feel that calm settle in? That's you mastering the storm, not just surviving it. You're building something bigger than their games. A new era born from your vision. This isn't about petty wins. It's about legacy. So how do you map it out? Start with your why. What burns in you that won't quit? Write it down. I'm here to. Fill it in. That's your North Star. Next, break it into steps. What's one move you can make today, small, real, doable, that nudges you closer? Maybe it's cutting a tie, starting a project, speaking a truth. Then timeline it. Give yourself 3 months, 6, a year, something concrete. Finally, check in. Every week, ask, am I still 3 steps ahead? Adjust if you're not. This isn't a dream, it's a plan. Think deeply. Strike only when it matters. That's your creed now. They'll keep underestimating you, and you'll keep turning it against them. Picture this. They're laughing, plotting, thinking you're out of the fight, while you're silently threading every detail into a strategy they'll never unravel. Science calls it delayed gratification. Your brain thrives on it, building resilience while they chase quick highs. Spiritually, it's your higher self guiding you. Hold the line. The moment's coming. When it does, it's not a scream, it's a shift. One move perfectly timed, and their whole house of cards collapses. Here's where you make it personal. Your mission isn't some vague destiny. It's yours to shape. Grab a pen. Write, my strike moment is when, name it. Maybe it's when they overreach so far they expose themselves, or when their lies trip over each other. Then plan it. What will you say? What will you do? Keep it tight, direct, no fluff. Rehearse it in your head until it's muscle memory. When that moment hits, you won't hesitate, you'll execute. Ever felt that clarity when everything aligns? That's you stepping into your power, not just as a player, but as the architect of what's next. They'll remember you, chosen one, not for what they thought you were, but for how wrong they got it. Let them miscalculate. Let them assume. By the time they realize you've been pulling strings, it's too late. You're not here to settle scores. You're here to set the stage. So take this fire inside you, the one they never saw, and build something unstoppable. One step today, another tomorrow, always 3 ahead. This is your mission realized. This is your new era rising. Own it. Live it. Strike when it counts. Your journey as the chosen one isn't just about outsmarting their games or enduring their missteps. It's about recognizing that the fire they never saw was always yours to command. You've been forged in their oversight, tempered by their arrogance, and now you stand as the quiet architect of a future they can't fathom. This is your identity, not a gift bestowed or a title earned, but a truth you've carved from the raw material of their doubt. A mission to rise not for their applause, but for the unshakable certainty that you were always meant to redefine the world on your terms.